Good morning, Ruhi ma'am. My name is Rahul Tripathi, and I would like to say the presentation on law of demand. Introduction. The law of demand states that other factor being constant, ceteris paribus, price and quantity demand of any goods and services are inversely related to each other. When the price of a product increases, the demand for the same product will fall. What will be the definition? Professor Marshall, the law of demand states that amount demanded increases with the fall in price and diminishes when price increases. Professor Ferguson, according to the law of demand, the quantity demanded varies inversely with price. What do you mean by law of demand? The law of demand is an economic principle that states that if the price of a good or services increases, the quantity demanded of that goods or services will decrease, and vice versa. In other words, there is an inverse relationship between the price of a good or services and the amount that consumers are willing to buy. The law of demand is based on the assumption that all other factors affecting demand such as income, taste, and preference remain constant. This means that if the price of a good or service changes, but all factors remain constant, the quantity demand will change in the opposite direction. The law of demand is an important concept in economics as it helps to explain how consumers respond to changes in price. It also a key factor in determining the price and quantity of goods and services in a market. In a graphical representation of law of demand, we can see price and quantity. What are the factors affecting demand? Some major factors affect demand in microeconomics. Beside price, demand for a commodity increases or decreases due to the factors below. In this slide, we study factors. First one is income. Second, price of substitutes and complementary goods. Third, number of consumptions. Fourth, consumer expectation. And in last, consumer taste and preferences. What will be the assumptions to the law of demand? No change in the income. Second, no change in price of related goods. No change in climatic condition. And in last, no change in consumer taste. What will be the exceptions to the law of demand? First, given goods. Second, snob appeal. Third, as highly essential goods. And in last, speculative demand. Significance of the law of demand. What will be the importance? Why we study the law of demand? That is, first, we get determinations of prices. They are important to finance minister and also they are important to the farmers. And in last, inverse relationship. In conclusion, we will study project on the law of demand. So they are essential tools for student and researcher to gain a deeper understanding of this fundamental economic principle. Through this project, students can apply the law of demand to real-world scenarios, examine its relationship with other economic concepts, and analyze its aspect on market and consumer behavior. The law of demand is a key principle in economics, stating that as the price of a good or service increases, the quantity demanded of that goods or services decrease and vice versa. While the law of demand is not an absolute rule, it provides a framework for understanding consumer behavior and market dynamics. In last, thank you.